Hello friends, so in this video tutorial we will learn about what are SQL commands. So to go further, first of all we will understand what is SQL. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is a programming language used for managing and manipulating relational database. So what we are doing here, we are working on relational database. So it is basically a relational database management system. It provides a standardized way to communicate with database, allowing users to store, retrieve, modify and delete data. So we can do multiple tasks with our SQL query language. So which include here storing, retrieving, modifying and deleting data. So we can perform multiple tasks with this SQL queries. Next is SQL is designed to work with relational database management system. And some of the example of these database management system are like MySQL, Oracle database, like which is basically an SQL and Oracle, and then Microsoft SQL Server, then PostgreSQL and SQLite. So these are example of different type of relational database management system. It consists of like what it contains, like what we will do in SQL. So it consists of set of commands referred to as SQL statement, which are used to perform various operations on the database. So we can perform various operations on database. So now all the command like which we will use in SQL, we divide them into 4 parts. So we have 4 sets of command in SQL. So categories of SQL commands are, first of all is your DML, then DDL, DCL and TCL. So DML stands for data manipulation language. So DML stands for data manipulation language. Next come your DDL, and DDL stands for data definition language. Then come your DCL, that means your data control language. And last one is your TCL, that means transactional control language. So let's see one by then what we will do in DML. So DML manipulate language, so data manipulate language. So first of all command which we will use in SQL is select. Retrieve data from one or more table based on specific conditions. So like we will give certain conditions and according to that it will retrieve data from different tables. Next is insert new data into a table. Like we have a table, and if you want to insert some data in that table, we can insert data in that table. So DML first of all command is a select, then insert, then next is your update, modify existing data in a table. If you want to make some changes, whatever data we have, we can also do that with update command, which comes under the category of your DML. Next is your delete, so remove data from a table. So these are some of the commands which we will use under DML. So first of all is your DML. We will use select, insert, update and delete. So now after like this, we will use our SQL workbench and use all these commands. So we will see it practically. So these DML commands are used to manipulate the data stored in the database table. Select, retrieves data, insert, add new rows. So all these functions can be used with this command of DML command. We will call them a DML command. Next is your DDL. DDL stands for data definition language. So it will help to create a new table or like database, view index or other database objects. So all these performance can be done with DDL. Alter, modify the structure of an existing database object, such as adding or removing columns. So what we can do, all these things can be do with your data definition language. So we use alter command and create command in your DDL. Next is your DCL, DDL and DDL. So we have more command of DDL. So next is your drop command, which we will use in DDL. So which is used to delete a database object such as table or view. Then your truncate. to truncate, remove all data from a table while keeping the table structure intact. So it will remove only the data, and the structure of the table will remain intact, so it will not change. So DDL command are used to define and manage the structure of database objects. So DDL command, we will use them to define the structure of the database object. So DDL command are used to define the structure, so that we will understand. Next is your DCL command. So what we will learn in DCL command, first of all, is grant. Provide privilege and permission to database users, allowing them to perform specific action. It is basically providing certain action to the users. Revoke previously granted privileges, removing permission from database users. Like if we have 2-3 users in a database, and if you want to grant them certain permissions, so we can use it with grant, and if we want to revoke them, we can remove all these privilege to the user with the revoke command. So DCL commands are used to manage access and permission in the database. So all is this, like it is basically for giving permission and used to manage access in the database. Next is your TCL command. So first of all, in TCL stand for transactional control language, and the command here is commit. So commit saves all changes made within a transaction to make them permanent. So it will saves all changes made within a transaction. So whatever changes we will make, we can save them, so it will keep permanent. Rollback undoes all changes made within a transaction, revert the database to its previous state. So commit will save, whereas rollback will take you back. So TCL command are used to manage transactions such which are set of database operations that would be treated as single unit. So with this command, they will be used as single unit. So let's see, and like we will make it on our computer screen, all these commands one by one. So now friends, we are on our screen, SQL workbench, and here we will create a table, a database, and use all the categories of command. So we will start with I will click over here, and we will start it here with DDL command. So that stands for your data manipulation language. So these are the commands first. So first of all, I will create a database, and I will give a name, my database. I will give it a name. Then I will use database. So first of all, we have created a database. My database is the name, so I have to put here my database. So first of all, I will create database, and then I will use database, and next is I will create a table where we will use all the commands. So I will create a table employees, and I will put some employee ID, which should be integer, and I will put it as primary key. So next is your first name, and I will put it varchar, and here I will put 50 characters. So first of all, we are creating a table, and then I will just copy this so that we should not repeat it again and again. Then I will put again another one, and last one is your salary. So first name is there, then I will put last name here, and then I will put your department, like if they are our, and last one is your salary. I will put salary here, and it should be in decimal, so their data type is decimal. and I will put here 10 and 20, so it should be up to 2 decimal. 10 and 2 is the decimal point. And now what I will do, I will close this table. Okay, so we have created a table where we have employee ID, first name, last name, department and our salary. So now I will create this table. So this table is created. I will just click over this and I will go to my database here, and here is the table. So I will just double click over this, and if I will click over this, it will show us table also. So this will show us it has null value at the moment, and if you want to add value, we can add it from here also, and we can even insert it from the other way. So I am inserting values, so I am using the insert command here. So first of all, we have created, now I will use an insert command. So I will put first one here, then I will put here name, like some name here. Here I will put sales, here I will put some sales figure. Then I will put 2. So I will put some data here. And here I will put 6. So that's their salary. So I will put here 50,000, and here I will put 60,000, and then I will put the third one. So I will put some data in our table, so we can use them in a good way. Okay. I will again add the third one. And I will give some departmental. So we have put in some data. Now I will apply it, and apply and finish. This is one of the way we can insert data in it. So if you want to see the table now, if I will run this command again, execute it, so we can find we have all the data here. Next thing what we can do, we can use our first command. We have used our select command first. Now we will use our next command, that is our update. So use the update command, like if we have an employee ID here 1 and the salary is a 50,000, and if we want to change it to 55,000, how we can do that? So for that I will use update command. So update, then I will put employee, name of my table which is employees, and then I will press enter and type set, name of my column, salary equal to 55,000. Then I will give a clause, where employee ID, I have to put an employee ID here. Where employee ID equal to 1, and just close this. So we have updated and changed our salary to 55,000 in our where employee ID unique. So we have put employee ID here and run this. So we have executed. If we want to see the table, so I will just run this and see, like our salary is now 50,000. So update command is used to update our information. Next is like if you want to delete some column from it, like if you want to delete the fourth one from it, so how we can do that? So for that what I will do, I will just remove this and delete it. So I will type delete from name of my table delete from employees where so it is case sensitive, like so we will put an employee ID from here, and then I will put equal to 4 and just close this. So this command will delete the data from it. So I will just run this. So now if we will see this table, so now we have the 4 data deleted. So this way we have used update command and delete command. Next is your, like if you will give certain conditions, like we have certain department here like sales, marketing and finance, and if you want to see the sales of only sales department, so sorry, if you want to see the salary of only sales department, how we can do that? So to see the salary of sales department, we will use the select command here, and we will give certain condition like select star from table, select star from employees. I will just select this, where department equal to sales. Okay, so select star from employee where department equal to sales, and then I will run this. So it will only show the sales department salary. So we have only one guy in sales, so it will show the salary of that department. So how this is the way we can use select with condition. Next is like if we want to aggregation function, like if you want to add all this, like if you will see the table here, I first of all show you the table. Like if you want to average, what is the average salary of the employees, what is the minimum and maximum salary, and beside that how number of employees do we have, so how we can use that. So for that I will use the select command again, select count, and here I will give star and just close this as total employee. I will put here name, like what name we will give when we will, so I will give it a name total employee, and then I will give AVG, and here I will put salary, average salary as so that should be displayed. Next is your max command, we will use max salary, and here I will take max salary. I will just put in here comma, or min salary as, sorry, I have to put in here as minimum as salary. So we will give it a name, and then what I will do, we have to close this, so I will put here from name of our table, which is employees. So I will put this and close this. Now I will run this complete. So min salary is there, so there is some problem. Okay, we have give there some space, so now it's okay. So I will just select this table, so what I will do, I will just put it down everything so it is more clear, and now I will run this command. So it will give us total employees, like we have 3 employees. So from this command, select command, we will count and find out total employees. Then we will take average salary with the name average salary, and we will know the average salary. Then we will minimum salary from our employees table. So this way we can use all these commands and in our SQL. So these are our D. We call this command as DML. So with that stand for data manipulation language commands, which we will use in SQL. So next what we will do here is we will use DDL command, which stand for data definition language. So first one command in DDL is create. So that we have already used, like when we will create a database and a table. Next is your alter. So alter command used for modifying the structure of an existing database. So like we can add or remove column in our database. And beside that, like we have drop command. So delete a database such as table or view. So this can be done with a drop command we can use for deleting. Truncate, remove all data from table. So that will be used to remove all data from table. So we will use them in our SQL workbench. So now we are on our SQL screen and we will use the command. So we have a database, my database, and we have a table here, employees. So I will just click over this. So this is the table. So first of all, I will use truncate table, so that all the data in the table will be removed. So for that I will write truncate table, and then I will give the name of my table employees, and just run this command. Now if I will run this employee again, so we have no data here. So it will remove all the data from the table, but the structure will remain same. Next is we will alter. Like if we will want to change the name of the table, so I will put here alter, and then I will give table employees. So I will change the name of the table with the alter command. And I will type here, rename to, I will put here like something like staff, and just run this. So what it will do, it will change the name of my table, it will change the name of my table to staff. So I will run this, and I will run this from here also. Now you will say that like staff is the name of my table here, so it will change. Next is like if I want to alter the name, like if you want to add a new column, so this is basically altering the name of my table. Next is like if you want to add a new column in our table, so how we can do. So I will put here alter, then I will give table. Now the name of the table has changed to staff. Then I will add email, varchar, and here I put 100, and just close this. So now we have added a new column in our table, and now if we will see this, so we have an email there also. So this way we can add a new column in our database. Next command is like if you want to drop a column from a table, like we have added an email, and if we want to drop that, how we can do that. So again we will go to our table, like alter table, staff, then I will put drop, column email, and just close this. I think there is some problem with the name of the spelling. Drop email. I think email is okay. COLUMN. Okay, we have used there. We don't need this, so it's okay now. So now if you will see the table, so email will be removed. So this way we can drop. So we have used all the command here, like which includes your truncate, your alter, your drop. So we can add and remove a column with these commands.